Todd, can you tell us more about KPMG and the work that you do?
Yeah, absolutely, Joey. And again, thank you for inviting me to participate in this panel. So KPMG LLP is the U.S. firm of the KPMG Global organization, and we provide audit, tax, and advisory services across the U.S. and globally. We operate in 146 countries, and we have about 227,000 people globally. And as part of KPMG, I lead a team of enterprise analytics specialists that focus on using technology to assist our clients in incorporating actionable information to their decision making. Usually our work is iterative, and we really focus on improving specific outcomes. So from an HR perspective, think I'm working to improve employee satisfaction or productivity or even retention. Our go-to-market really includes three major focus areas. So we may start with strategy, assessment, and roadmap to figure out where our analytics utilizing Oracle tool sets fits best in the overall organization. Really, transactional reporting is the start of that. So how do I tie reports to the target operating model that we consider leading practice for these type of SaaS implementations? We move up the value chain a little bit and we talk about strategic analytics. And this is really where we're working with multiple data sources, more advanced visualizations, and historical trending. So more manager and above typically, but really incorporating those into business processes as well. And then lastly, we're seeing a big uptick in the incorporation of advanced analytics. So we'll talk a little bit about that later, but often we're looking from an HR perspective, how can we predict turnover and how do we incorporate and take action on those results?
I wonder, Todd, if you could share a story about a particular company who you thought responded well to the pandemic.
Yeah, sure, Joey. So obviously the pandemic has created a lot of challenges for all of us. The impacts being felt by all businesses and people around the world. And KPMG has really helped our clients navigate a very broad range of interrelated issues. They span from keeping employees and customers safe, shoring up cash and liquidity, reorienting operations, and even navigating some of the really complicated government programs that have been instituted. I personally have witnessed an increased focus that our clients have on our employees and really transitioning to this new way of working for everybody. And among other things, this has included HR leadership goals of becoming more inclusive and diverse as an organization. So we're seeing that at several clients. We're working with them utilizing typically OAC to really analyze the effects of D&I programs and helping them identify where additional focus is required. Some things we've done is we provide analysis through dashboards and reports, again, pulling data from multiple data sources. One recent client, we focused in on gender and ethnic promotion and hiring, and also gender and ethnic turnover. So we've created these dashboards for the promotion and hiring around diversity by department, position, number of promotions and positions accepted by diverse candidates, gender diversity by age and tenure, number of promotions and positions accepted by females by location. The turnover side is similar. Again, terminations by gender and by department, diversity by age, location, and tenure terminations. So we're really just getting started with this offering, but we see it as a tool to assist leaders in instituting a really positive change in creating that overall inclusive work environment. And the idea is to start with the data and understand where the organization is today, set that baseline, and then measure your progress with this work.
As with the research that you guys have done, you rightly point out that one of the keys to success with analytics is the human element. It's people using data and analytics to collaborate and cultivate insights. What have you seen in the way that people are using analytics, and how has that helped your organization to thrive?
Yeah, so Joey, obviously the last several years we've seen some really powerful cloud-based technologies like for ERP, supply chain, and HCM come to the forefront. And they've incorporated, or at least we see, analytics into the equation now. And so we've done a lot of research on this, and one area in particular is around the HR, or the Office of the HR, or Human Capital Management. And in my experience, historically, that's been like last on the list when it comes to technology investment. And even as early as about 18 months ago, we did a survey of 1,200 global HR executives, and still HR appeared to be the most resistant of any business function in embracing digital transformation. And if you think about that, their job touches every person within the organization. So we started looking at reasons why. So the reasons why, and I'll summarize these, and I've incorporated a slide in the deck we sent, but really if I sum it up, there's three big reasons that keep bubbled up to the top. Number one, there's a high demand and low availability of skills necessary to perform this work within HR groups. Number two, most HR professionals have said they're not confident in conducting or even interpreting, say, advanced analytics to help support the business. And number three, and this one caught me a little by surprise, but there's often a lack of executive trust in the numbers that are produced from that HR group. Despite these challenges, we started incorporating an analytics work stream in every transformation program we assist our clients with. We call that Powered Enterprise or Powered Analytics. So it's really tying the data to that target operating model and in the system to actually institute that change. It could range from as simple as performing an assessment roadmap to find where the organization is in that maturity model to a full-blown implementation that includes strategic and advanced analytics. Good news, over the last year or so, year 18 months, we're seeing a really significant uptick in this investment in the area. And over the last year, lead organizations to really compete for recruiting top talent and changing to that whole work from anywhere environment, which obviously has been a big shift for everybody for the last 18 months. We're also seeing a significant increase in the interest of incorporating advanced analytic models. And we've been talking about this opportunity for years. We're really starting to see some movement in this area. And there's a few key areas that we've noticed a big uptick in. One is, obviously, we mentioned earlier, the whole spotting and lessening of attrition. So, why are top performers leaving our organization and how can we stop them from leaving? What do we need to change to make the environment better? We've also looked at even being a little bit more forward thinking and look at, hey, how do we nurture those top performers? Let's not even get them to that potentially leaving list. How do we make their experience with the organization better? And then kind of tied to that is, in today's day and age with everyone working pretty much around the clock, how do you spot and rectify burnout? So what can we do to help our employees, take advantage of their time off and take their time off? So these are some of the areas that our clients have really found interesting over the past couple of years, specifically the last year. And if we think through it, ultimately, our goal is to utilize analytics to improve employee experience, which again, we've seen a positive impact on our clients' organization, high ROI, really increases in areas like customer service and decreasing in employee turnover.
I bet those are very popular insights that you're delivering that encourage people to take more time off and to avoid burnout. So thank you for your work you're doing there. It's great stuff that I'm sure has tremendous impact. I'd like to stay with you for 1 second, Todd. You've talked about your practice, you've talked about KPMG's capabilities overall and the solutions that you bring to market. We're coming out of this very challenging last year and a half to 2 years. How would you characterize the momentum that you're experiencing at KPMG right now around Oracle Analytics?
Yeah, it's significant for us, Joey. So the last 12 to 18 months, we've seen roughly a 50% increase in our business. Our practice is growing rapidly in the U.S. and my friends in Bangalore who also roll up to U.S. practice. And it's really all around incorporating it into all the transformations that we're doing. So again, they could be from a small project to, a multi-million-dollar global work stream, but we're incorporating it in everything we do. So it's really helped the growth of our business, and we believe helped the organizations that we're working with be successful with these transformations.